my god, Lauren.
Chicago Bears finally report to training camp. Now, the rookies come in today, the QBs come, and I believe the rest of the guys, they come in July 22nd, which is, I believe, Tuesday. So, listen, football's officially back, and, I know we all have been starving for some type of Bears football, and now we kind of got it. So, let's get into it. Trade Talk Sports. Back here on another video. And today, I want to just talk about some things I'm looking forward to and some of my expectations. I'm not going to make this too long, though. Like I said, I have to get for work, but I definitely do want to drop this real quick. So I have a lot of content for you guys. Also, I have a hype video that's actually done. I'm going to just drop it whenever. But yeah, let's get into it. So, what is some of my expectations and what is some things I want to see? Well, one thing I do want to see is Caleb Williams getting the ball out quicker. I definitely want to see him. How is he getting the ball out quicker? I also want to see Caleb Williams going down to his check down more. Now, I really would like personally, we all like to see Caleb play Superman. But I think if you look at like a lot of these good quarterbacks, the Tom Brady's, right? The Peyton Mannings, the Patrick Mahomes, you know what they do a lot? Instead going for the big play, they go to their check downs and let their playmakers do the work for them. And I really would love to see Caleb Williams do that a lot and, be Superman when it's time. Listen, if it's not open, go to your check down, if he's not open, go to here, you know what I mean? Like, things like that. And I really feel like, for Caleb especially. Now, obviously, if you watch how Jared Goff was in Detroit, I do feel like Ben Johnson is going to use a little bit of that. But I do feel like, Jared Goff is not mobile like Caleb Williams is. And I do feel like Ben Johnson, I do feel like we might see more of a play action type thing where, he'll probably use more Caleb Williams, which I do feel like play action, for Jared Goff, they did more like a play boot and things like that. But I really feel like for Caleb, since he's a little bit more mobile, they're going to do a lot more play action. I do feel like you definitely see a lot more play action. Another thing I want to see, how the running backs look. Now, we have DeAndre Swift. He's going to be probably our clear number one running back. I do want to see, how does Roschon Johnson or Cal McGunny, how do they both do now? I feel like you're going to see that running back, what is it called? That roster fight, right? So you're definitely going to see, who can win that job. And I like Cal McGunny, and I think Roschon Johnson can be used, but Roschon Johnson didn't really have a good year last year, and now with Ben Johnson and an upgrade offensive line, I'm interested to see how that goes. Also, I'm excited to see how this offensive line gels. I'm really interested to see how well this offensive line can be. Adding a guy Joe Dooney, to pair up with your franchise quarterback, which I believe Caleb Williams is the quarterback of the future, man. He has shown me through everything of last year that this man just needs to be developed, and man, like I said, I don't know if he's going to be the top. I think he has all of the tools to being the best QB in the NFL. Yeah, I said it, the best QB in the NFL. I know some of you guys are going to call me delusional in the comment section, and listen, you might say that, but listen, I'm going to explain you why, man. Like, I really feel like Caleb could be really the guy. If you go back and look at last year, I really feel like, look at a lot of these games that we lost. And I want you to go take a look at Caleb Williams. A lot of these games that we lost was out of his control, and he did everything he could to help us win the game, and the coaches failed him. And I feel like that last game, the Bears, that game was probably one of the worst games I've ever seen, But you know what? The Bears end up finding a way, and at the end of the day, Caleb Williams is 1-0 in Lambeau Field, right? But that's kind of beside the point. I really feel like, man, Caleb Williams is the quarterback in future, and Matthew Pembroke with a guy like Ben, I'm excited to see how this works out. Something else I do want to get into, this pass rush. Listen, I personally feel like we really gotta add another pass rush. If it's not draft, if it's signing another guy, if it's trading for somebody, maybe we can still trade for Drew Henderson. I don't know, but we need another pass rusher because I like this group, but like we need that one more pass rusher. Montez Sweat is good, but he's not your number one pass rusher. At best, on a real football team, he's your second best. He's your second best pass rusher. And I'm okay with Montez Sweat being like your second best pass rusher. But being in their number one pass rusher, I kind of don't like that, man. We need to get after the quarterback more. And that is the only issue I really have. Now, I have questions at running back, but I can go with more of a running back than this pass rusher. We need to add another pass rusher. That is a must. We have to add another pass rusher. And from what I've heard, that Ryan Poles is planning to do that at some time before the season starts. So I hope that happens. And also interested in seeing how, who is the number one receiver three? Who is the receiver three? Is it going to be Luther Burden or is it going to be Zacchaeus? Now, Zacchaeus, I watched him, and he's a very good, solid number three. I like Luther Burden more because Luther Burden can bring more of that explosiveness that you need in a receiver three, and I feel like, man, he still has to be a number one receiver in the NFL. Now he has been hurt, so speaking, he has been hurt, and also one thing I do want to address. Now, the rookies, I wasn't really worried about this second-year rookies, not signing, their rookie deal. Now, if it would have got to training camp, I would have probably made a video about it, but they've finally, signed their rookie year deal. So I wasn't worried about it because a lot of the teams in the NFL, second-year deal, rookies, second-round rookies, were kind of doing it because I guess there was a guy from the Texans who got a lot of money, and they wanted as him, and they wasn't getting paid that, so that's pretty much happened. But I wasn't too worried about it unless for the guy from training camp. But those are definitely some of my expectations. Those are some of my expectations for this season, and that is something I'm definitely looking forward to in training camp. Also, I'm looking forward to in training camp is, I guess you could say the QB battle with Tyson Bagent and Case Keenum. Now, obviously, I don't want this to happen, but let's just say Caleb gets hurt. Now, who is going to be your quarterback too? And I personally feel like Tyson Bagent, might be that, but I do feel like knowing Ben Johnson, I do feel like they might lean more on Case because we have to I believe we're gonna have to. I feel like if we ask me today, season started today, number two will probably be Case Keenum. I also want to see this Tyler Scott. Now Tyler Scott, he does still have some. Tyler Scott has, the last time he played, he had that I haven't really seen a lot of Tyler Scott. I really hope has a spot possible to get cut. That's a possible. There is a chance where it definitely ain't. So that is. I'm also excited. How is it? Obviously, it happens now. Proving good. I'm really interested. How is it? I do believe training camp is not but that's all I have for right now. Now, time is going to take that's all I have for that. That's it. At least, man, let's keep enjoying the Washington season. Last year. I just want us to be competitive and actually our offense to be like. I understand it's going to take some time for our offense to gel. It's going to take some time, But can we at least be a watchable offense? Can we at least be a 14, 15 best offense in the league? Can we be at least be average, at least decent? It might take some time, and I really feel like especially looking at a lot of these teams, especially with Ben Johnson calling the plays, and you have a whole tough number pick and Kid Williams. I feel like this will work. I feel like this season's gonna be a good year. I really feel like we say this all the time, but I really feel like this year. I say this every year, y'all, but I really hope, man. I'm tired of what ifs, bro. Like if we suck this season, man, we might just be cursed. We might just be cursed, but that's all I have for you, man. Hope you guys liked the video. Press the bell notification in order to drop the video as well. Listen, man, I have a hype video coming soon, so be ready for that.